happening. So congratulations again on that.
So thank you.
Yeah, let me ask the first question. So how was your first encounter with data analytics? So what about the data analytics of the system hit your world?
Yeah, I think a lot of these I got introduced at Yahoo. And one of the things that I really loved about data is like how much analytics, how much insights you can actually get about that, right? Get from the data. But at the same time, I kind of learned the hard part of that also was having access to the data. So a lot of these things were not as simple as it is today. People wouldn't like generating a lot of data. In fact, I remember going back to Yahoo, we had a T-shirt which is like, for every event that you emit, a kitten dies somewhere, right? So it was actually discouraging everyone to generate data. So it was a very different world where the cost of generating data, storing data was very, very expensive, right? And also even asking for data would take because it was all stored in traditional data warehouse in Oracle and places like that. So even getting access to that would take almost a month. So we had to, in fact, fill up a form, and we should say like, hey, this is the data that I want. These are the columns that I want. And then something would get generated for you after a month, and then you take that. And the iteration was actually very, very slow. So I think a lot of people today take things for granted, but I've seen the old world as well, where it is so difficult to get access to this data. And then people talk about the data democratization and everything. I've seen the completely opposite of that. Opposite side of it. And I think that's where I really felt like, hey, this is not right. This is not how the system should be. There should be better ways for us to give access to engineers, to developers, to business analysts, to PMs. Everyone should be making decisions based on this data. And that's kind of what got me into, was my first experience with data and analytics.
Well, you have been exposed to pretty, I think, chaotic momentum, I would say, because we're transitioning to less events to a massive event. And I think now a kitten would die if LinkedIn goes offline. I think it happened like a couple of weeks ago. LinkedIn went offline in Brazil. I don't know what happened. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it was pretty impressive, by the way. Yeah, that's not good. And I say, okay, definitely, maybe you could change the T-shirt right now, right, Matheus?
Yeah, for sure. And Kishore, I know this is a common question that I'm gonna